what made you gravitate towards the more science temple of America? Like when you first came down on your first bit, or fresh into this bit, did other people try to come get you?
Uh, Back then, religion was a beautiful thing, bro. I'm gonna keep it square with you.
Okay.
I was invited the right way by each organization back then. The More Science Temple of America, the Nation of Islam, the Sunni Muslims, the Millennials. They are entertainment and they treat you good, and you see a genuine love for your people. I'm gonna tell you, that's exactly what I saw. Them taking care of brothers, the babies that was coming in there. I was a baby, and from the time I stepped in quarantine, there was these brothers, and they always was moving together, and they was taking care of each other. It was always love, and it was all beautiful. And so I did the majority of my time, a year and a half, and I come back downstate, and I bump into one of my schoolmates, Ronnie Jones E. Like, you don't have me saying that, Ronnie Jones E. Right? And he go into the temple, and he tells me about it. And, you should come over with me. And RimmerBey was the grand shit. And them brothers just embraced me. They just kept embracing me to the point where I was overwhelmed with love for my people, and I wanted to be a part of it. Because they wanted me to be a part of it, and they was trying to save my life every single day. And that was it. I've been here ever since.
What do you feel about the state of the More Science Temple of America towards the end of your bit, maybe the last 5 years of your bit, and then your first 5-10 years in it?
That's where I was.
Do you feel like it's in a better place, or you don't like the route it's going?
It's better.
Better.
But the temple don't do nothing but grow, bro. You got the youngsters coming in, and they just as the Quran described, in the Moorish literature describes for you. They anxious, they hungry, they ambitious, and they worry, and they get it done.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna set you old boys in the back.
Yeah. That's a good perspective.
They handling their business.
What was your favorite Grand Sheik you served under? RimmerBey?
Easy. But I love Grandman too. Leonard.
Mm-hmm.
I love Bradford Bay. I love Johnny Razor Bay. C.J. Harden Bay. I love them. Tapple Bay.
Is that the same Razor Bay that helped start the movement here?
Yeah, Johnny Razor Bay. I know him personally. That's my Grand Sheik too. He's a wonderful man.
What made you like gravitate towards RimmerBey and like serving under him? Because I know he could be a disciplinarian and strict.
RimmerBey is family to Moorish Americans. You have to know RimmerBey to know the person RimmerBey, not the person that whatever people think, whatever you can read about. I read a Google thing. This I know different now, but in there you got like a boogeyman aura. You did appropriately so though, but during the time, the era he was where he was, it was necessary. Because he a beautiful man. And he loved his people. He loved his people. I'm talking about with everything he got.
Mm-hmm.
He, in my opinion, is probably the epitome of the movement that I see.
I can say that.
He like the epitome of the movement, like Squarepenis. Pop Squally, Saxton Bay. And rest my brother Ronnie Little Bay. Rest.
Being in the science back in those times, what was the religions like? On one accord and more like open with each other than it is now. Because I know when I was there, it was like I feel like the Nation of Islam take their little shots when they can, saying and stuff.
Well, it's gonna be some bad seeds in every group that's gonna have some things going on. That's what the science is for. That's what them organizations for, to keep us in order and to help us. You don't lose anything that's wrong with you because you join them.
Mm-hmm.
You working on what's wrong with you when you join them. And when you got good teachers like RimmerBey and Bradford Bay, they let me make my mistakes, bro. They let me make my mistakes, and they kept me doing what I was supposed to be doing too. They put me in the positions of Grand Sheik while they was there, and let me guide to make me become a leader. You see what I'm saying? They taught me to become a leader, and then they made me a leader, literally.
Was it hard being Grand Sheik? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, all the problems you got to deal with.
That's the greatest responsibility I ever had, because your time is their time, and you gotta be right, even when you're wrong. You gotta be right. You have to embrace every issue, every brother. The public, it's your responsibility. You understand you're responsible for a multitude. That means everybody. You is like the biggest public figure on NER. Like literally, you have your nation, and them brothers be beautiful to minister. You have your Melanics, you have your Sunnis, your Imams, they be beautiful. But generally speaking, most times say, bro, we don't get the roots of the yard. And so the Grand Sheik is like the president.
Facts.
Facts.
What? How many times was you a mufti? Was you always up for the duty?
I was always on staff or a government official, always.
And what is a mufti? Can you explain that to people? What, in your words?
Lover of the law, protector of the law, enforcer of the law.
What made you put EL on your name? Because the brother who brought you in?
I didn't put my EL on my name. They put my EL on my name because he felt like I was the creator.
Oh, okay.
You got your EL tribe and your Bay tribe. Your tribe is still EL, Bay tribe is government.